Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a kind of like a mega review on some of the things I've gotten over the Christmas holiday. So I've got the coffee going. First things first, like you saw in the beginning of the video, was this product right here. Let's see if I can find it. So the Smove. Comes in a nice tiny little box. This is, let me see here if I can get it all set up for you. So this is what it looks like when you get it, right? So there's not that much to it. You have your controls right here, if you can see that. Zoom in there for me, camera. All right, so you have some buttons here, and on the other side you have your USB, your charging port, and there's also a charging port for your phone on the back of this. So basically what you do is you pull these little levers, this pops up, you put your phone in this spot right here, and then it balances it. So I use the, this phone's disgusting right now. I use the Galaxy S8. So I'm gonna set it up in here, and it's pretty easy just to balance it. And you know, once you get in there, it pretty much balances itself like that. And then you just have to go into the app. Now there's an app you can download on Google Play Store or in the iTunes or iPhone store. And then what it does, it's going to connect via Bluetooth. So I hit the power button, flashes, comes on. So it connected to the gimbal, as you can see here. I hit start pairing, enter, and then there you go. So now you can see the back camera, and then you can flip it around, and there's all types of settings in here. And one of the settings that's kind of nice is you can actually set it to track your face. So as you move, let's see here, as you move, the camera will follow you. Now the only problem is when you do that in the forward or the back facing camera, so the part you talk to, like if you're doing like a video chat or something like that, it won't do it in 1080p or 4K, which kind of sucks. It's a lower resolution, but whatever, it still works. So now as you can see, however I move this phone, it pretty much stays right where I want it to. Obviously I'm over exaggerating right now, and then you can use the joystick to move the phone. And if your phone's not 100% flat, you can just go ahead and just tweak it a little bit, make sure that it's against the back, and then there you go. So that's the phone. That's what the phone looks like. That's what the video was shot with in the beginning of this vlog today. So again, I had another gimbal. It was a little bit bigger. It was a 3-axis gimbal. It kind of didn't work as good as this. This is very simple for when I'm doing like real estate stuff, or if I'm just out vlogging, I can hold it out. Let's see if I can, you know, I can, instead of holding this camera, my my Luminar G7, which is, you know, 14 to 42 millimeter camera. It's great. If I want to do something a little bit quicker on the go, I can take this, I can walk down the road, and the camera is going to stay right in my face no matter how bumpy I get. The only thing that's going to suffer is you can't use a shotgun mic on it. Now I have a shotgun mic that I have from my cell phone, so if I have it like on a selfie stick or another GorillaPod that's, you know, for smaller, lighter weight cameras, I use the Sony on it a lot with the flip-up screen because it's a lot lighter. That I would use the shotgun mic on, like I have the mic up here on my camera. I can't use it with that, so I'm stuck with the onboard mic for the S8. So that being said, I'm going to see if I can find a workaround around it and get maybe a little bit better audio, but for right now, it's not terrible audio and it gets the point across. Let me talk about the coffee I'm drinking today. Now, you guys know I'm a big coffee enthusiast. I love coffee. I don't like Dunkin' Donuts because it's not really coffee to me. It's hot water with milk. But I tried this stuff the other day. We saw it at the grocery store. If you can see it, Death Wish coffee. It's actually pretty strong. It's made in New York, or that's where they ship it out of. And I got this in K-cups, and it says that it's pretty much the strongest coffee, the world's strongest coffee, as it says right there. And that's, come on, camera focus. There we go. So Now the pound of it was like $20. I didn't buy the pound of it. I bought the 10 K-cups. Again, that lasted me like 2 days. And I don't know what the price of that was, to be quite honest with you. Let me see if I can find the other thing that I was looking for. I want to show you guys. Just got to check the coal stove real quick, make sure it's going good, because it's like 10 degrees outside and it's freezing. So that's the coal stove and it's going good. So let's talk about the easy boys. Let's hold on a second. The dogs want to say hi. Hi boys. Say hi, Twister and Striker. They're my retired work dogs, and they can be real love bugs sometimes, and other times they can just be a pain in the ass. Like right now I'm trying to do something and they're all up on me. So now I don't order a ton of stuff that I see on Facebook, but I am a gadget guy. So any of you that know me outside of the YouTube world will know that I love my gadgets. This now I haven't. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody just called me. I'm not answering it right now. So if you're just calling me, I'm really sorry that I couldn't take the phone call, but obviously I'm doing this here. So back to what I was talking about. So I have a nice fluid head tripod that I use for a lot of my real estate shoots and stuff like that, videos. I don't use it a ton for the YouTube stuff because I'm either with the GorillaPod or I'm just holding the camera, you know, out at the end of my arm, talking or whatever it is we're shooting. So on Facebook, and I was kind of like, do I get it? I'm not sure if I should, but is it gonna work? Sometimes you get this stuff online, or like if you order through like the Wish app, I think it's called. I got a few things out of there because the prices are really low, but they kind of kill you in shipping, and the products really aren't like up to standard like on Facebook. So what it is it's a photo video monopod. So that's kind of what it looks like right there. So you can see it. Now it does have a nice quick connect. It has a fluid head. It can pan up and down, left and right. It's pretty lightweight. It's sturdy. I mean, it fits in this bag right here, which isn't really that big. And I ordered this thing like a couple months ago, and it finally showed up. So if anybody else out there is watching this and they have a better idea, or hey, you have a product you want to send me, I'd be more than happy to review it. As you know, my reviews aren't super technical, but if you do send me something, I'll make sure I go a little bit more in depth than what I'm going with here. Like obviously I didn't go over the battery life of this because honestly I didn't read the directions, and so far it's lasted me a whole day of moderate use, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm also trying a new setting on the camera here. It's like the face eye follow part of it. So usually I just use a pinpoint focus. This one's a little bit different, so it should follow my head, but we'll see how it goes. So this is it right here. The base plate detaches, has your standard screw in to your camera. Like I said, the head moves up and down and left to right. One cool thing I like about it is it has these feet here. They just pop right down, and then this bad boy will stand up. So if I take this thing out here like this, you can see it just standing there, which is really cool. And you can loosen up the bottom here, and then it'll rotate like this, and the more you loosen it, the more this thing will move, so you can do different shots with it, stuff like that. Then you just tighten it down. Let me see if I can get over here. So then this is the part I'm talking about right here. So this part will actually rotate on like a ball, and then you can tighten it down. Now the other thing about this I like is it's not, I don't want to call it like a steady cam or a glide cam, because it's not, but when you hold it, with the feet on the bottom, it kind of gives it a nice weight where I can walk with it and it's fairly steady. Now I don't have a glide cam or a steady cam. I have a fig rig that I built which works pretty good for stuff with this camera. I'm gonna try this and see if I can make it a little more versatile, because it does have a nice little handle on it. Nice foam grip right there if you can see it, which is nice. Now the other part is it can extend up pretty high, and it goes quick just to lock it in. And even at its fully extended point, let me see here if I will actually take a look at it, stand up on its own, and it will stand on its own with the GX7, Luminar GX7 on it, which is pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this off of my GorillaPod, and I'm going to put it up on here, and shoot something a little bit different for a change now. So now I've switched over and I went from my Gorilla Pod that I use for a lot of stuff. Now that I'm on this, I actually have it partial way up. I'm sitting in a chair. It's actually, you know, right in front of me. It's nice. Background's a little blurred. Things are good. Now this is if I'm walking with it. So it is pretty steady. I don't know if it's as steady or as easy to hold as the Gorilla Pod. Again, that's still up for debate. Now let's see here if I can sit somewhere where. So now I'm sitting down. You see I got the sunlight coming through the window on me. This you know, at the fire behind me now. Now I'm in my living room area, the living room that Alyssa and I hang out in. We have another living room that's for the kids only. And let me just adjust this a little bit so it's even, Steven, that's pretty straight. I do like this monopod. It's the first one I've ever owned. Again, I went on like a whim. I saw it on not YouTube, on Facebook. The one in the picture was different because it just it like slid open and slid shut, which I think you know, is maybe a little bit better. But again, this is the one they sent me. This is going to work great for real estate shoots when I'm in smaller rooms and it's kind of hard to maneuver the tripod. I've noticed a lot of the times that I make the tripod really skinny, so it's almost like I'm using it like a monopod. So I'm thinking this will actually be pretty nice. I spent a lot of time in this thing, I guess because I just like the versatility of it. Versatility of it. So again, like right now I'm just walking through the house. It's cold on this side of the house because that coal stove is not pushing enough heat. But like right now I'm going into the kids' playroom. It's a complete mess, so don't judge us by this by any means. But I mean, you know, it's pretty damn sturdy as far as me just holding it and walking with it. It's not really that much different than the Gorilla Pod, except for the fact that it has like a little more weight to the bottom of it. We have the Smove, which is a 2-axis gimbal. They have other ones that are 3-axis. This was like 148 bucks, I think is what Alyssa paid for it for Christmas or somewhere around there. And like I said, when it folds down, it's pretty easy just to stick it right in your pocket, which is nice. Alright, so like I said, it's pretty easy to use. It's super fast. It handles well. So I'm going to shoot the second part. This part of it, it'll do a screen by screen. So alright, so now I'm actually using this. Here's my camera setup. There's the rig, and change the settings so now it locks it in. So now basically you're going to see this side by side. So over here you're going to see the camera that I shoot with. There's my Panasonic. Here's my Samsung S8 that I'm shooting from. And again, this is about arm's width lengths away, so almost the same distance as the Luminar from me. So the picture's a little bit different, but you know, we'll kind of see how the sound quality is. I don't know how I'm gonna separate the two, but anyways, I think it's pretty good. Like I said, I can move the axis up and down. It stays pretty sturdy, so like I can even hold it like this and it's going to lock the phone in its place. So if I'm just like this talking, I can move this up or move it down, which is pretty cool. And then obviously I can flip the screen around. So again, this is the Smove. Alright, so like I said, Alyssa got this for me for Christmas. Is one of the things I was looking to get. Again, I saw this being utilized online. There are a bunch of reviews out there. I know this isn't very technical on the Smove, but there are other videos you can check out if you are into it. If you have any questions or comment, please post below and I'll definitely answer it. $148, I think. Now they do have other ones. I think they even have some that hold like a digital SLR, like the Nikon or the Luminar, like I'm using here, or your Sony, or whatever you have for a camera that you're vlogging with. If you're looking to get into vlogging, they definitely do have other stuff. I kind of want to say this is like the baseline for them. It's just a 2-axis gimbal. It's nothing crazy. One of the features that I was really looking forward to was the follow me feature, so I could put it on a tripod or on the mono stick, and because it does have, I probably should have showed you that, it does have a screw on the bottom, so you can screw it into your standard port, and you know, use that as if I'm walking around a room for real estate. The only problem is it's not in 1080p, which kind of stinks. But again, I think if I'm doing it for YouTube, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So that's that. Again, obviously the GorillaPod, I think everybody in the YouTube world uses one of these. You know, a lot of different vloggers use them. Peter McKinney, Casey Neistat, they've all made them pretty famous, and a lot of other people use them. Again, I'm shooting off the monopod right now. If you happen to be able to read Chinese, you can read that right there. It tells you a little bit about it. And that's the name of it. And I don't know if there's a model number on here for you, but if I can find it, I'll put the link